saw this video where this man was just speaking. He was talking about how a man can be honest with you and not be righteous. But to me, I feel like honesty is righteousness, because if I tell you that I don't want a relationship and you still come in and perform relationship activities around me, and then when the time comes, now you looking for me to be in a relationship with you because you have performed these relationship activities around me, but I told you that I did not want a relationship. So at the point that I told you I didn't want a relationship, you had options as an adult, right? You had options to say, well, this person don't want a relationship, so I know I want a relationship. I'm going to get away from them because obviously they're not going to give me what I want. But I guess somewhere in some people's head, they believe that what you're saying in the beginning, that's just whatever that you're saying, and that don't got no weight to it, because they been in situations before where people told them they didn't want a relationship, but after hanging out with them, they're like, well, you know what, I do like you, I do want a relationship, and then they get the relationship they was looking for. But then it's sometime where some people have really thought about this shit, they figured themselves out, and they say, hey, I don't want that shit, and they tell you flat out that they don't want that shit, and then you come and you behave with them like as if you're gonna force them into the situation, and they standing on their own 2 foot and saying, no, you're not gonna force me into a situation that I told you that I did not want from the beginning. That does not make that man a bad guy. That does not make that woman a bad guy. That does not make that person a bad guy if they tell you what it is from the beginning. And then he says you're not righteous. You are righteous, because if I tell you what it is, that means you signing up. Like, that means you signing up, because some people don't want relationships either. So you might agree and say, hey, I don't want that either, but you know what I'm saying, we can hang out or we can do whatever we're doing. But if a person tell you out of their mouth that they don't want whatever it is that you're looking for, right? If that's established, at that point, that you continue to go with them, you continue to be involved with them, you continue to exercise whatever you're doing with them, that's your choice. And then you got to be accountable for your choice. That's not their fault, because they kept it real with you. Now, they could have walked away and said, well, you want a relationship and I don't, blah, blah, blah. But as a responsible adult that should be responsible for yourself, that shouldn't have to be the case. Like, a lot of people want other people to be responsible for them. They say, well, I told them about all the hurt I've been through and they hurt me anyway. Well, hurt is a choice, right? Your feelings get hurt based off what you choose for your feelings to get hurt by, because everything is up to you and your perception of whatever it is, right? So somebody could say, you a fat bitch, and you can look and say, ooh, you kind of mad there, ain't you? And laugh and smile about it. Or you can say, he called me a fat bitch and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It is solely up to you. And you don't get to blame anyone else when they keep it real with you and tell you what they don't want. And the only reason or only way that you blame somebody else is if they lie to you. If they come in the door and say, I want this, and they know for a fact that they didn't want that to begin with, and they were trying to manipulate you to get whatever it is from you they was trying to get, then that person is wrong. But a responsible adult who tells you what it is from the beginning, and you decide to still take that walk, that's your fault. That's not their fault. That's your fault. And that don't make them an unrighteous person. That make them righteous, because they told you the truth and they kept it a being with you. And if you still allowed them to take from your relationship part when they already said they didn't want a relationship, it's not their fault. That's your fault.